Indian Gunnar in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, unfreaking believable news. Well, finally looks like Arsenal definitely are imminent to announce a new manager. But here's the first thing that's coming our way. Mesut Ozil's open play chances created since Unai Emery was sacked. None versus Norwich, none versus Brighton, 2 versus West Ham, 1 against Manchester City. That is 0.75 per game, ladies and gentlemen. That means embarrassment. That's another word for Mesut Ozil, isn't it? But moving on. Well, here's something really special about Kevin De Bruyne. Well, Kevin De Bruyne said something about Arsenal's defense, and I'll really let you know about how his masterclass is very much important to listen to. But well, here's what Freddie Ljungberg said after the game against Manchester City yesterday. He said he thinks playing Lacazette and Aubameyang together unbalances Arsenal and leaves them vulnerable in defense. And it's really funny because Nicola Pepe after the game said, "It is us, the players, who need to rectify this. With Freddie or someone else, it would be the same." Well, here's what Alan Shearer said something about Arsenal after the game against Manchester City. He said it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of investment to get them competing at the highest level. I would say at least 2 or 3 years and definitely a huge amount of money. Arsenal's biggest problem is recruitment. Defensively, they are so bad, it's unbelievable. Going forward, they are fine because they have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Alexander Lacazette. But in terms of quality of the defenders and midfielders, they are miles behind the top teams. But moving on, here's what Freddie Ljungberg has said about Arsenal. Well, he said it shows the quality that they have on their side. He's talking about the Premier League rivals. We started with one-on-one with Martinelli, but they have managed 2 transitions on us. We worked on our structure. We were 5 against 2, but they still scored. They did that once more, which shows their quality, but then the game is over. I think they got 5 yellow cards in transitions. That's something to learn and be more ruthless in that. But they showed how good they are. I'm proud of our boys. When we look at the age of the team we finished with, they're not an old side. They do their best. I felt like we kept the ball okay. City keep the ball the whole game sometimes, but we couldn't get that final spark. And when you go 3-0 down, early, it takes the spark of the game off. They then can play with a bit more freedom, but I must still say the young players need to be applauded. So let's see what more actually happens. The next news is Arsenal's defensive crisis have hit a rock bottom again because Sead Kolasinac is the third fullback who's injured in the last week. Well, he was subbed off after 38 minutes and Bukayo Saka actually entered the fray. So it was not a very good thing for Arsenal because they were forced to change their formation and their tactics just because it was a forced injury. And let's see if Arsenal can do something about that or not. Well, here's the thing. Mesut Ozil actually threw a rant, actually strolled off the pitch like a snail. Nobody was impressed about the way he left the field. And wow. Well, here's what Pep Guardiola said after the game. He said, "We played much better against United. Against United, we played much better and we had more chances." I can understand what Pep is saying. I mean, it's really funny because Jermaine Jena said this. He said, "I can understand what Pep is saying. It is almost an insult to Arsenal that they played better against United because this lot of Arsenal were just easier to play against." Unbelievable. Well, Jamie Carragher says defenders don't know what they're doing. He said, "Every time I watch them play, every time the ball comes in on the attack, they just drop off. Remember the Norwich goal where Shkodran Mustafi and David Luiz let Timo Pukki get in and turn? It's something that needs to change on the training ground. Keep the line and press." I said on commentary about it, they drop off when they should press. They press when they should drop off. It's like they don't know what they're doing. Sometimes you look at a big mistake in a goal. Callum Chambers loses the ball. Second half, Man City go through on goal. Everyone can see that. But these are the things that kill the team. It's your job, and sometimes you think you're looking after yourself, but you're hurting the rest of the team. That's why David Luiz isn't playing. Unbelievable. Well, Jolon Lescott actually said that the fact Fernandinho is allowed to turn into midfield and play the pass, no one gets near Gabriel Jesus. It is disappointing to see that no one can get near Manchester City. There's no one near De Bruyne either. Collectively, they'll be annoyed with that. Graham Souness said, "Pepe just lets Fernandinho waltz past him. It's not my job to stop him." Oh, yes, it is. Bakary Sanya says, "First of all, Pepe loses the ball in an easy way. It's too easy for Man City to get out from that, and Arsenal keep dropping off. De Bruyne is surrounded by 3 players, but still manages to get away and cross the ball. Even if De Bruyne is clever and knows where to stand, there are more ball watchers than defenders, and they should stick to players more. be more aggressive, because if you give too much respect to these players, they will hurt you. That's true. I mean, even Lescott went on saying they just cut through Arsenal so easily. Sead Kolasinac at the back post runs in too early. When you got that many numbers back, you think there'd be someone making a tackle or a block. You think you're doing all right, and then suddenly City are so precise with their passing. They're clinical. And Jamie Carragher, this choice says from Arsenal's point of view, it's so bad using Callum Chambers as a shield and bend it around him. But Arsenal can't defend like that. They just drop off and drop off, go to the ball. And here's what De Bruyne said. He actually, there's an opening of Arsenal's managerial job, and I think even De Bruyne could do a very good job. He said after the game, he said the attackers try to press up, but when we pass their front four, they don't help the Arsenal defense. They always stay with four up front, except Martinelli, who comes a little bit more. So we always get spaces all over the pitch. I think it's really difficult for the six defenders to control it, because obviously you can come from everywhere on the pitch, and it's unfreaking believable. I mean, he said unbelievable. I mean, even De Bruyne can actually, tell it really clearly. And here's the biggest news that's coming our way. Vinai Venkatesham was spotted leaving Mikel Arteta'S Manchester mansion. Also, Huss Fahmy was also spotted making his way out of the house and into the car. So, ladies and gentlemen, maybe an announcement will be imminent that Mikel Arteta could take the job and reigns at the Emirates only after getting his assurances. If that comes in, I'll definitely keep you posted. So make sure you subscribe, hit that bell icon so you get notifications of all the videos that we post. We come up with 2 videos every single day. All the news, views, and everything about Arsenal come from this platform. So subscribe, hit that bell icon. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers.